Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Foodie with Trudy. I'm your host Trudy. I'm here today with Adosa, Dami, and Skip. The other members are taking care of their kids. Congratulations to Kachi for his new baby. The show must go on. We'll dedicate this one to her whenever he gives us the name. New season is upon us. New season for fatherhood for some people. New season for soccer for us, or football as we prefer to call it. We're here today to talk about our predictions for the season. Our way too early predictions because the transfer window is still open. As a Man U fan, as you can imagine, I don't believe anything is going to change regarding whoever we buy. I think my expectations are set, and we'll see if everybody agrees with me for their teams as well. We're going to go through everybody's top five, the Champions League predicted winners, the top goal scorer, the three relegation candidates, the surprise of the season, and the what was it? The Ballon d'Or, their Ballon d'Or candidates. Let's see if the Club World Cup influences anybody's decision at all. I'm going to start with Skip, since Skip hasn't been here for a while. Give us your top four candidates and why.
My top four is from fourth to first. Uh, so
Beautiful.
fourth,
That's dramatic. Lovely. Start from that.
so fourth, I would say Chelsea. Third, I would say City. Second, I would say Liverpool. First, I would say Arsenal. And I'm sure the reason where everyone would be like, "Oh, why Arsenal ahead of Liverpool?" The Liverpool midfield cannot survive having that much attacker in that team. Like I don't know how they're going to play. Are they going to play 4-3-3? Then someone has to drop out of that team. So are you starting with what's his name, Isaac, or are you dropping what's this guy new striker's name be good? Or are you moving
Let's
yeah
call
Can't
him
take
up?
Google.
Yeah, or are you moving with to the side to the right left hand side? Are you going to and if you play four that midfield, I cannot trust it. I'm sorry. Who are you going to play in that midfield? Any top team should run that midfield tired. And also center back. They have three center back, and one is always injured. If he's not out for the season already, like how are they going to do that? I just have more questions. The more players they sign, again, before the beginning of the season, they can fix that midfield and their centre back. They can do that. But for now, I just have more questions. And I'm like, again, anybody will love that attack. But that midfield, if you remember towards the ending of last season, they were already losing legs. They were like, so like this season is hard to be like, oh yeah, they will go again the same way. And no team is going to look, people are not going to look, target that middle. So let's see how it goes. And City.
Wait. Before I go, I was gonna say, damn, you have to clap back because you guys set the record for not the first Premier League team to win the league before the season was over, and you didn't win any games since you won the league. Did you know that? You're the only team to ever do that.
We did all the hard work.
Hey,
We did the hard
hey,
work here. Arsenal should have pushed us further. We did the hard work here.
you cannot disagree with that. You can't even make any argument with
My
that.
I mean,
God,
and
these guys are
the
so
rotation,
shit. Okay,
but the
go on.
rotation was there. There was plenty of rotations to end the season soon now.
They didn't win a game. A game. They
It didn't
won the
happen.
league so early. They
It
didn't
didn't
win
happen.
a game. Now,
It
man.
happens like that sometimes. So
I mean, if they had to do, I'm sure they would have won the game or so that didn't. But hey, that's the benefit of running the table early.
Okay, what's your opinion on City? Skip.
City is just that I just don't have confidence in them like I usually do. I think they play better when Alan is not playing, but when Alan is playing, there's just the way he just scored that goal. Even he won't contribute anything, but he will still get that goal. And I just think it's going to be a problem for Pep. Is he going to bend? Even if you look at the Club World Cup, he was benching Ireland a lot, and it was like, oh, they want to play because of the guys they have now, but still, they still need him. So I'm just not sure of them. I don't. Again, is Pep is the best, if not the best manager in history. Is Pep? He's going to figure it out, but I just don't know. There's more questions, and I just think Arsenal has been close for like 3 straight years, and now this is the first time we're looking at them like they make massive improvement also. So why not? They are the only one I don't have any questions about. Because if you've come second for the last 3 years, then you made this much improvements. I think, and they haven't lost anybody, or let's say injuries or anything, right? So what have they lost that is that like, oh, massive impact? Even we can even make an argument that they, even the midfield where they will say this thing, they've improved. If you ask me, is Supermendi better than Petra? I would say yes. And if you tell me the guy they got from the other dude compared to Jorginho legs in the midfield, I would say probably
No, guy.
No God, I'll take no God over
yes.
Jorginho.
Yeah, if you
No
pick,
God, I'll
yeah.
take anybody
So
over Jorginho.
I'll be like, oh yeah, as a bench, as from coming from bench, I'll say yeah. So there's an argument to say even they've improved in that sense in the middle. So
The
that's why I'm
squad.
like Arsenal. That's why I'm betting. And if I'm going to put my money, I just don't have any question mark on them. Defensively good, keeper good, midfield I have no question. Attacking wise good, because the only thing we've been talking about the past 3 years is, oh, they need a striker, they need a goal scorer, they need that. Now they have that, and they didn't. They are not. They didn't lose Saka. Like the Martinelli and all the Trossard guy is still there.
King Kai is there too.
So again, Albert is there and all of that. So okay, I just don't have any question mark on Arsenal, and it still look they're going to add Eze or one other player. So what am I at? What question do I have? I have no questions for Arsenal. So that's why I'm like, yeah, Liverpool. I have midfield. City. I just don't know what they're doing or how Pep is going to do. So yeah, Arsenal.
It's funny, I don't know. I'll hit you guys with my top four, then I'll have you guys have a go. I feel like City's gonna win it. I don't know why.
How about UCL and Ballon d'Or for Skip?
No,
Sorry.
I think City's gonna win it. Funny enough, I had a bet with Aminu that as long as Pep is around, he won't go 2 seasons in a row without not winning the Premier League. So I feel like he's gonna find a way. I feel like he's gonna find a way to win it. Arsenal will come second for all the reasons you mentioned. Liverpool, I feel like they're like you said, their midfield has huge question marks. Their defense also has huge question marks. I feel I've been on record saying that last season was a very poor season all round. I can't remember the last time somebody won the league with 80 points. It just doesn't happen. They won it with 80 points. Everybody was very, very bad last season, so I think that was a massive advantage to them. They were steady. They weren't excellent. They were steady and they kept it steady. Good on them. I don't think everybody's going to be as bad as they were last season. This season, fourth place, I'm going to give it to Chelsea by default. Nobody's
I
really
agree with
competing
you.
with them, right?
I
Like
do agree with you on
Man
that
U is
point.
there, Spurs is Spurs. Newcastle is Newcastle, Aston Villa is Aston Villa. I can't see anybody really competing with Chelsea for fourth. Uh, for so much so that if Liverpool don't take care, I can see Chelsea actually coming third with all the additions they've done.
Here's the thing. I think Liverpool, City, and Arsenal just have more experience in that thing. So, like, that's why I don't see Chelsea. Like, if you remember 3 or 4 years ago when Ateta first of all came second, like, when they were challenging, everyone was expecting them to, like, drop up at some points, you know. I expect Chelsea to still do what they did till December, or is it January or February, but they will drop off. They will
Now,
drop off, which is exactly so. He missed one penalty, no penalties. He missed one. He said penalties. He missed one.
I'll give it to Chelsea. This one we've hit Arsenal with a double bluff, and in reality, I'm gonna let Edosa hit us with his top four to see what he thinks.
I don't know. All I know is that City don't finish top five.
Or take,
Because
or take.
not top five. Like that team is gonna get battered by every single big six team, including, funny enough, Man United slashing them.
Guy, we're 15, so we're not top six.
It will be Amorim's way of keeping a job to December or past December, because I look at that team and there's just something off about them. I don't know what it is. I'm definitely not scared with them about them. Like, I'm hoping Rodri gets to play a lot of games.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I agree with you and Skip that the team is off, but don't they still have that Pep fear factor?
Nah, not really. When when baby Arsenal smash you 5-1, I'm sorry, the league is going to look at you and be like, yeah, no, maybe we should run at this guy a little bit. So, and you could see it to like what Bournemouth was doing to them, what Brighton did to them. Like teams actually started playing them, even if they lost. Like they finally realized that okay, City actually like gets you can get at them, and then how did they try to like solve it? They bought a left back that I don't like. He's good, but like
Don't know how to defend. Just say it. He doesn't.
like,
A left back that
so
doesn't understand.
Skip said, just say it. Just say it.
Just doesn't understand defending. Like again, he just doesn't understand defending. It reminds me of my Marcos Alonso, but Marcos Alonso will score you 10 goals in every season. So you can even be like, oh yeah, this. He just doesn't understand defending.
Yeah.
Trust me. What the first 3 games of this season, you'll be like, what are you doing? He doesn't understand defending, but yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's true. And then at which point he's going to go back to Gabriel, which is basically what happened last year. But then, really, they need Gabriel in the center because like Diaz and Ake or Stone, like it's. I'm sorry, like you look at that defense, and just like, yeah, I don't know. And then they bought Stratford, who is actually a really good goalkeeper, but it's easy to be really good when they're shooting at you 15 times a game versus when they're shooting at you 5 times a game, as Aaron Ramsey found out a couple of years ago. So, yeah, I don't know. The attack Haaland, sure, but like the wingers are still not. Like Savio had like 1 assist, like for half a season. Like I don't know what the plan is there. Like it doesn't make sense. I love the Tijani guy they signed. I think it's really good, but is that the solution? I don't think so. But that's it. United, as you all know, I keep on telling you, they're not finishing above next season. So, like, it doesn't really matter what Amorim does. He can sign Sesko, he can sign a new midfielder. The way he sets up, unless he changes that 3-4-3, he's not smelling past night. And I'll be here for it every weekend. Liverpool, I don't know, like, how do you sign supposedly the best striker in the world and don't get better? I'm sure Slot's about to tell us how. But I don't think they get better. But I think that by virtue of Arsenal signing way too many players, it allows them to have, like, they can hang. So I really don't know who wins the league. Like, I look at it and my heart is telling me, okay, Arsenal adding all the things that we're missing. But then, like, how do you integrate, like, we signed 6 already. We're potentially going to sign 8. Right? So, like, how do you, like, basically you sign the whole team. How do you get them all on the pitch? How do you get to integrate all of them? And even though people are like, oh, the players are coming back, but like in reality, like Saka missed 4 months, was rushed back. Gabriel hasn't really trained. Taliba is trying not to get injured. I feel he's always injured. Like, there are a lot of players in the team that have injury problems that maybe it just happens again that all these guys are injury prone, and as a result we can't really do anything. Saka might be done, like he hasn't really done anything this preseason. So, there's that. But first and second is somewhere between Arsenal and Liverpool. Chelsea, I don't rate them, so Skip. It's easy to be good when you play half a season, as PSG found out. like it's easy to play half a season, and then when you finally see a team that is just as fit as you, they're actually not that good. So people will not be surprised by Chelsea next season, and there will not be as much space to exploit. So does that mean that you won't win as many games as you won last year? Yeah, because you just have more serious games to play, Champions League and the league. Like, so again, third, fourth, who cares? Tottenham will finish somewhere in mid-table because they're shit. Like, I think Villa and Newcastle will find a way to be somewhere between 5th, 4th, 6th. Again, who cares? Like, it's all the same. My surprise of the season is Sunderland, because you don't add Janik Xhaka and get relegated. So that's going to be a very exciting team, in my opinion.
I'm excited for Sunderland too, actually. But before we talk about the surprises of the season, Dami, top 5, top 4, top 5.
Okay, thank you.
Get right. the book and the adjustments, guy. Like I'm about to present this.
Nah, nah, don't mind me. Okay, how do I start this? Like Edosa said, it's freaking hard to decide who's going to win this season. But the Liverpool fan in me cannot make me admit that Arsenal are going to win. So I'll put Arsenal at number two, although they have improved pretty strong this summer. Yeah, they've added good pieces in the right positions. Finally added forward. We'll see what it turns out like. Gyökeres. For my guys, well, I have us in third place to be honest. But
Your list is sounding similar to mine.
well, anyway, yeah, I was in third place because yeah, I was trying to draw up first 11 and without without Isaac it's really complicated. With Isaac it's going to be more complicated. Even with Diaz and Nunes out of his, but we'll see what Tenkaman is up to there. And I'm very worried for our defense. I don't know why we let Kwanzaa go without finding another centre back. I thought we'd have looked at that Gui arrangement early in the summer, but we're very freaking frail.
I like Gui, man. I like
In
Gui. I don't know what he's
centre
still
back.
doing in Crystal
And then
Palace.
Kekeres, he looked good in Bournemouth. I'm not fully sold. Hope we don't get exposed there because it's not everything that's going to be 100% hits in the transfer window. So we'll see. Anyway, as long as Robertson is still fit. So yeah, I have Liverpool third.
Wait, did they talk about Frimpong?
Frimpong is gonna do his thing. I'm not worried on that end.
Bro, he's still major guys that are gonna get killed. Like he might start
Funny
I,
winning.
enough, I think Gyökeres is better and better fitted for Liverpool than Frimpong. I've never seen
Keke's
that
guy.
dude defend in my life. I think
he
Gyökeres.
plays,
Let's keep it. That's why they use him as winger and wing back.
he plays a
Mm,
winger in the
Nah,
Dutch
man,
team.
bro. Do you
Yeah.
know how
So
bad a defender you have to be in Bundesliga? You're like, no. You know what? Stay off fast.
yeah, like
but
Nah, the
already
line
see
that Trent did not use to defend, you
and
guys will see it exposed this
Conor
year.
Conor
Don't
Conor
worry.
Bra- Conor Bradley is still there, so I'm not so
Who's
stressed there.
that? Who's that? I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's Connor in the room with us right now.
Anyway, for first place, and I hope I'm very wrong. But yeah, I feel like there'll be a City revenge tour. I really hope I'm wrong, but yeah, I don't know. It's Pep.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is there
It's
something you
Pep.
guys are saying
It's
that?
Pep.
No,
It's
but like
Pep,
it was
man.
Pep last year too. So is there something that you're
Bro,
saying that?
everybody deserves a
no.
break. Get
But
it
here's
four
the
years in a
thing:
row, man. Like
if you
down.
people,
But
if we let Pep Man City go 5-7 games unbeaten, they are winning the league at that point. If you let them go that thing, they won't. If you give them like the first 5 games, they win in Premier League. Just forget about it. It's a
They're
wrap from
playing
that
us in
point.
their first 5 games, so they can't have.
Exactly,
Yeah,
bro.
but like
Once they
it's.
start rolling,
I don't. How do I explain this? Like, think about Man City and Pep, and when they're trying to build, what type of player do they normally sign, and what type of player did they sign this time around? That tells
I
you
can tell you,
everything.
Cherky and
that for me that they're
Tijani
adapting.
that they bought.
that Chucky, I told you guys already in the chat. I'll take that guy over Verts, especially at 30 mil. Especially at my
It's
God.
easy
See,
to put money into consideration, but if you're just talking about talent and like
Premier
being
League.
playable, no.
I'm sorry. The Premier League that me I know, if you don't have physical robustness, you can't hang in this league. It doesn't matter how good you are,
But
and
there
God
have
knows
always
doesn't
been
happen.
exceptions in exception.
Even the exception. No, but even the exception, like you're thinking like David Silva, that guy was
Silva.
really physical, very physical. So they're still like really physical players. They're just not buff. That guy is buff without necessarily being physical. Is all I'm saying. Rasha, if he wants to help us take some teams down, I'm down. But I know they're not beating us, so that is at least minimum 4 to 6 points that we're collecting on their head. So Game's a game. That's my own business.
Then
Anyway,
we continue.
and then yeah, Chelsea round up my top four.
Like I said, man, same, same. I see it. That's what I see,
Relegation.
right?
Yeah, relegation. Oh,
Guy
yeah, we
hates his
relegation.
Mazi. He's on top new stadium.
If you don't have better players on top of the stadium, yeah, this stadium go
Guys,
waste.
like, keep that hit consistent, man. Everton first.
And like better division one, if you don't have better players. Um, I feel like Brentford have lost key key player or two, and it might be a shock to their system. And now Wisa is clamoring to leave because apparently they had an agreement on minimum offer that came that they would have agreed for him and they didn't. So I feel like there might be an implosion there. And you guys calling Sunderland because of Xhaka, I don't know nothing about that. As far as I've known Premier League, Sunderland are relegation at 1 and 2. I'm putting Sunderland there. There's no relegation candidates.
So we're going to reverse the order now. Just what do you think? Do you agree? Do you have your own?
I think for me, I'm surprised he didn't call Leeds or Burnley or Wolves because those are literally the three worst teams in this league. I guess you're too busy hating on Everton, so I respect it. I should have called Tottenham in my own list. So, nah, but Wolves, you take away their best. I think the guy scored like he's responsible for like 70% of their goals, something ridiculous like that. You take that away, I'm not really sure what they plan to do this season, but they are all the best to them. And then Leeds are Leeds. I feel like to me they're the ones that are more likely to get relegated just by virtue of being Leeds, no matter what they do. Although they have some really nice players that I think will stay up. And then Burnley just took away the guy that I think he didn't concede for like 10 games in a row, and that's how they got promoted. You take that out, I feel like they're about to get destroyed again. So, yeah, those are my picks for relegation.
Mine are the three. Mine are three combined with you guys. Leeds is going down easily, easy. This is just bounce yo-yo settings. They are going right back down. Burnley is also going back down. I feel like Sunderland is, but I don't know. I have a soft spot for Sunderland. I want it to be Wolves over Sunderland, so I'm gonna say Wolves as well. I like Sunderland. I just like them. I don't know why. I think actually I do know why. I was one of those guys that watched the documentary on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have checked it out. Sunderland Till I Die. It's really good. It's really good, and that's how I began to start liking them. I'm like, man, these guys have been through a lot, man. Another thing that thing taught me: the January transfer window is a madness. Like we don't see a lot of the things that happen. Go watch that show, and you see how these guys actually clamor for players during the January transfer window. But yeah, hopefully not Sunderland. It's gonna be Wolves, Burnley, Leeds.
So mine is exactly. I think the three promoted team are going down, but I just don't. I think when it comes to generating, grinding out that 14 or how many points or 15 points you need to stay, I just think Wolves they've perfected that.
Yeah, but like the guy that normally gets them through it is gone.
But here's the thing: they will add something, and like it's just they will like they will still sack 2 3 managers this season. They will still do that. It's regular thing. It will happen, but I don't know how they do it. They will get like 2.5 manager bans, but they will get that for 40, 50 points, and they will stay. Special shout out to
Fine with
West
it.
Ham. I think West Ham would be in that category of those people. West Ham and Brentford. I just think they will be in that category of struggling,
Interesting.
and they will struggle because West Ham so everything about them have been ripped out thanks to United and Tottenham. They've ripped out something in that Brentford team, and like that's gone.
Oh, I thought you said West Ham. Like, who do we buy from West
No,
Ham?
Brentford.
Okay.
Brentford. So I think Brentford and West Ham will be in that group fighting because I don't know what Potter is trying to do. I saw him play United a few days ago, and the way was what he was trying to do, and like, what are you trying to do? No clear idea again. If was his name, if midfield of who are the two players that started in United midfield? No.
What's up?
Ugarte and
Ugarte
Mino.
and
If
yeah,
Ugarte and
Ugarte and
Mino
Meno. Yeah,
drop
something that would
World
have had,
Cup
yeah.
final performance on you in your midfield, please, you need to be in Division 3, not Championship. And this guy played 3 in the middle for you to know how horrible that midfield was. So I don't know what he was trying to do. So West Ham, Brentford, they will be there. But just because of our EPL experience, I know one defender will still score last minute header somewhere in like 2 games or some deflection to get some
One
points.
basa.
So they will still do some things. But
We're going to give them Fabio Vieira to save them too, so don't
so
worry.
yeah, but the 3 teams, Leeds, Burnley, and Sunderland, it's just the other team that have been in Premier, they just have more experience, they have more grind than them, and all of that. And yeah,
So Skip, you don't think Man United might get dragged into the thing?
no, okay, I don't
Way
think
easy
so. It's
mid-table
just like
team, man.
see,
10th.
if last
Confirm
season,
top 10.
if last season United were able to survive because of how bad those 3 promoted / going back to relegation team
Relax,
were,
we
they will come on. No matter
got
how
some scalps last
bad
season.
it
Calm
is,
down. This
come
will be
on, this
Liverpool
season will be better.
or draw with them and City. Got some scalps, man.
But it's
Calm
so
down.
crazy.
Relax.
Like what United fans don't talk about is they were, I think, 6th when Amorim took over.
And they were
No,
talking
we're
to us
12th. We're
about
12th. Shut up.
you're not
No,
Relax. We're
no,
12th.
you're not
Yes, we're
12th.
12th. We're 12th.
no.
We're
You
12th.
weren't 12th.
We were
You weren't
12th. We were
12th.
12th. We were
When he
12th.
took
Stop
over,
it. Yes, we were
you
12th.
weren't 12th.
We were 12th. Stop. We weren't 8th. We went
Yeah.
6th or 8th. We were 12th. I remember.
No. You
No,
weren't
stop.
12th.
We were 12th, man. We were 12th.
Thank God
We're
there's this
12th.
record for that. I will pull it.
We were 12th.
Because I knew you guys were like,
They're actually 14th.
when he took over.
No,
Apparently, according to this thing, BBC is saying that
I'm seeing 13th on Sky Sports.
How many points away from top 5 of top
it
6?
was still okay. I think we were like 5 points away.
All right, okay, that's
We're
why
5 points away.
okay,
Yeah,
that's why I was mixing up.
we're 5 points
5
away from top 4.
points away. Okay, that's why I was 5-6 points away from top 4. End of the goddamn season. This guy took them to like. Okay, this thing. No. We need to have that conversation one day.
and we shall, man.
It's impossible to do that. It's impossible to do that. He's a manager I actually rate, but I'm sorry. You shouldn't keep your job. You shouldn't keep your job if you do that.
It's not on him.
Because
It's not on him. It's on the players. It's not on him.
If you are doing inverted centre back, and the inverted centre back is who is it now? The elite who cannot turn with the ball. Like, come on, man.
But bro, these are professional athletes. Wolves were playing 4-2-3-1 until, as we mentioned, these guys the fire coaches on a regular basis.
But what
Their-
had the lead talk? What
hold
had
on
the
now.
lead talk before? Wasn't
Hold
it
on.
only involved in Ajax?
Their new coach started playing this Amorim's system, and they adapted like this. Why is the only Man U players that we need 6 months to adapt, we need preseason to adapt? It's the players. These guys are professionals, man.
Shall I tell you something? What he should have done is make your team hard to score against and just hope for one quality to get one goal every game. And this guy could have done better than this. But instead, I don't care what's the excuse. I don't care. If you bring Aladis in, he was going to do better than last season. He was going to get you more points. Sam Allardyce, if you bring him in,
That's relegation,
if you
relegation,
bring,
escape champion.
the Stoke coach Tony Pulis
Oh,
with the guy with the he was going to get more points last season.
With his face cap.
Yeah. It was great. And those soldiers had some nightmare.
That, but this is I cover my eyes. I had to block. I had to block the flashes. You're like, nah. Let's not talk about it. Let's move on. Let's move.
Skip, continue. Surprise of the season.
Of the season.
Surprise.
What are we calling surprise? I would say Fulham.
Surprise could be a club, could be a player, could be
Player.
a club,
Okay, so
player,
I'll just say
manager.
Fulham. So yeah.
Fulham top 10, top 5, top 6.
Okay, now
Conference
I'm
League,
saying top
Europa.
Conference League, yeah, top 8.
Edosa.
Yeah, I have two. I wanted like a 1A or B. Like Sunderland, I think Sunderland was very good this season. And then the second one is that we're all going to be surprised by Gyökeres. Now, whether that is good surprise or bad surprise, we have to find out. but we're all going to be surprised because they been telling me that Arsenal they gone mad this entire time, and now they signed the gunman. So my guy is in the charts. Oh, I just need assist. Okay, no problem, bro. It wasn't my choice, but we'll support. So the game is a game.
The things people are saying about Gyökeres, man, I'm like, what's going on? I literally saw a video before I hopped into this thing. Somebody was calling him the white Nketiah. Someone was calling him the white Nketiah. That Nketiah will score 100 goals in Sporting. I'm like, what kind of disrespect is this one, man?
I think the issue with people are that everyone is trying to give or take. And with the fact of that, this record, if this guy was any this record is bringing, if it was someone else, people would be jumping on the bandwagon and be like, "Oh, this guy, this thing." Like this guy record is not something to laugh at or smell at or doubt. He has a good record. That alone should at least clear any doubt. Like
3 seasons in a row.
Like,
3 seasons in a row.
Beyond good. So there are some things that don't make sense. That guy makes the most runs off the ball in the whole of Europe, but has the least amount of he's caught offside the least amount of time for all strikers. And then you start thinking like, what are the possibilities? And it's not like he just scored. He has a lot of assists, and like you've seen in Champions League, like everybody else, like that you're saying, but he didn't do it against tough opposition. Like he's doing it in those games. Isak that Liverpool about to spend 150 million on plays for the same national team, and he basically has scored Isak the entire time they've been playing for the same country. And like, okay, that seems good, but Nunes was also doing it too. So what am I doing?
Nunes had one season?
Two.
But I would say
Okay.
this: Nunes
Yeah.
was young, he was unrefined. You can look at
He was
Nunes
raw.
and be like, Nunes was unrefined. You
He
can
was
see
raw,
some
man.
things that was like you can be like, you need to work on this, you need to. But when you look at good players, like there's no refining that need now. If there's not something like mental, like the pressure, which we cannot actually judge or based on how someone is going to react to pressure or putting a shirt on and all of that, then that's all fair. And that was mostly Lukaku's problem. Putting on a club shirt, immediately Lukaku goes to a team where nobody talks about him, do anything, and he won't get on. Even games when he scored 2 goals, he won't get on that someone will have clipped his Timberland touch and put on Twitter. And that's the first thing they would
So,
say.
so it's funny that you say that
Something like
Timberland
Lukaku.
touch. That's my issue with Gyökeres.
But here's the thing. But if he still scores
to
2 goals,
shot.
1 goal, and with that Timberland touch, will Arsenal found will they start clipping? Oh yeah, that Timberland touch in this thing. Or even if they clip it without affecting, is he strong mentally?
So.
That's
Mentally
but
strong
that's the
is very
thing.
important.
We cannot judge for those things. So if you're telling me that, okay, I can be like, yeah. But if you look at him on the pitch, he's going to
a
score.
mentality monster for sure. Like if you I've watched some videos about like his life and the disappointments and everything, and I mean players with less or even more find a way to not fulfill their potential because of all of those things. So I'm excited, but I mean, there's no secrets in the charts and all of that. Like this guy drops on Amorim's head. Best believe I will be in the charts, But I think he's my surprise. Like it could be very, very good. I don't think that the middle ground, like he's either going to explode, like just start scoring a ridiculous amount of goals, or he's just going to be like really bad, like Holland. And I guess the good thing is they only spent like 50 million. One Mohamed Kudus, nothing really in the grand scheme of things. So
That me.
Surprise of the season, I'll go with Leeds making European sports.
I beg, I'll ask him for surprise, not miracle of the season, man. Like we can't just make it. If that happens, that means Liverpool is going to win again. Like I like that means everybody is so bad. Liverpool is going to win the league again.
Surprise.
Surprise of the season, I would say What can even surprise us this season? Let me go out of left field. Man U top five. That would be a surprise of the season if Man U
How's
win the
that
top
different from
five.
miracle I predicted for Leeds?
Man U top five surprise of the season. Like yo, from 15th, no one expected it. Um, Champions League and Ballon d'Or winner. Quick skip.
I'm saying Champions League Barca, and yeah, I have them for Champions League, and I'm saying Ballon d'Or, the Ben,
Why do you have Barca for Champions League?
because
What
I
about
looked at them
Madrid?
last season and the way they played, it was really good. Like I think if they've met
Don't
PSG, they'll
forget
probably.
Rashford has joined them. Oh.
Yeah, no, and they've improved. Like again, Rashford is going to improve that team because he doesn't have to be tracking backward most times. He's always forward, which is one of his best strengths because he hates going backward. Like he hates tracking back. So if you just make it forward most times, I think he will explode. I think so, and the way they play and all of that, and Lamar, I just think they will be too good, and I just think they just need that a little bit of luck, to win that game where they are not meant to win. PSG did, like, like imagine against that Inter, just luck, a little bit of something have just gone their way. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going for Barca.
Does Barca beat PSG if they meet in the finals? Barca PSG.
That would be a good game. I don't know, but that would be a good game, and like, there's no clear winner. Because here's the thing, the problem with PSG is that like when it meets a team that is willing, that the whole starting 11 are willing to run and match that, which Barcelona can do, then you see their level drop. Because there's also like all the runs they are making, all those tireless runs that they're making, all the other team can do that, their level drops. But immediately they play a team where one or two players are not willing to track back and run that sprint forward, then you can see that gap that they're going to kill you. But and Barcelona can do that. So Barcelona is one of the teams PSG we would not want to play.
Dami, any English team winning the the Champions League?
Unfortunately not. I had the same predictions as Skip. Barca and Dembele. I think yeah, Barca will come back with the experience and the pain from last season, obviously. And some of their young bowlers that they lost to injury last year are coming back. Mark Casado and Mark Benial. Benial is a Busquets prototype, so I think yeah they're gonna come back stronger and they should put up a run again. Coming up against PSG, I already felt they'd have had a much better chance or much better day against PSG than Inter Milan did in this final in May. So I don't think they have much to be worried about against PSG. So yeah, I'll say Barca for Champions League.
I'm going to go out of left field and pick Arsenal for Champions League. Unfortunately, Adusa is not here to hear this, but when he jumps in, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they do something. And if once Arteta sees the Premier League slipping away, he's going to focus on the Champions League. I feel like Arsenal can take PSG and Barcelona.
Do you know the problem? You cannot focus on the Champions League alone, except if you're in semi-final. You cannot, because Champions League, like beginning of the season, you don't think
That's a
of
good point.
Champions League until you get to semi-final. That's the only time you can think of let me focus, because quarter-final there's still a lot of games to play. There's still a lot of games to play. So, and even like, yeah, so Arsenal, they have the team to win it, but I just think the PSG, the Barcelona will just edge them a little bit.
Has everybody completely given up on Madrid? Like nobody's even talking about Madrid this season.
So
Not
okay,
giving up, but it's not easy to predict to see them winning.
so the problem with Madrid is basically they have players that are not willing to play as a team. Nowadays, in food,
100%.
in like
100%.
the modern football, you cannot carry any player as a load. You cannot get away with it. Each player have to press. Immediately one player don't press or one players don't track back, they will pinpoint that area and they will make sure they destroy you there. So you cannot carry
They'll
on.
exploit it.
And
Done.
that's what Mbappe has in Mbappe, Vinicius Junior hasn't on. They don't get it yet. And they need to get it. If Alonso can do it, where all of them are running back and front and they were playing as a team. Like last season, there was a game inside is it the tunnel or where, that they captured Bellingham telling them that we need to keep the ball more. Running back and forth is not easy. Like we need to keep the ball more, and they don't even play positional football. Alonso team don't. They play transitional football,
There was
and then
many
you have
clips this season of Bellingham vexing for one of them that don't give up after losing the ball or whatever.
like yeah. So like then you play transitional football, then you have two players the whole team is carrying. How is that going to work? So they need to figure. If Alonso can figure that out, again they will be there. But I just don't see any coach inspiring Mbappe to be tracking back and all of that. And also, Mbappe is not a striker. Even when you're playing him as a striker, he's scoring the goals because he's playing with Madrid and he has a good team. But he's always dropping to where the second best player in the team or the third best player is coming from. So
Natural position.
Yeah,
He always just glides there.
Yeah. So Vinicius is like when Vinicius wants to make those runs or do all those things, it's like there's always someone running into someone,
Right.
not physically running into someone or like So there's not that. While when Benzema was there, Benzema would drop so Vinicius can make those runs behind and all of that. But Mbappe won't do that for anyone. So and Bellingham, they need to figure out how Bellingham is playing. There's just a lot of things to figure out in that attack.
That final
There's a lot
third.
of things to figure out. So yeah.
My Ballon d'Or, I really feel like Benzema. Dembele will win it. I would love Yamal to win it because Yamal was good throughout the whole season. Dembele came alive in January. This guy basically blazed for half a season. Yamal was good from start to finish. So if we're talking about fairness, the shit should go to Yamal. If we're talking about fairness, nobody can touch Dembele from January. But
Dembele wasn't exactly sleeping the first half of the season either. He just doubled it up for the second half. It's not like he was coasting in the first half. So
but the first half of the season, Yamal was better.
it was definitely about
It was but like I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe plus this performance in what's it called? Even before the Club World Cup, what did they do? Their Nations Cup. So I feel like all these things will carry Dembele.
But my own is that like when you're looking at someone the person that is winning that trophy, right? Ballon d'Or, you're looking at performance and you're looking at the competition they led their team to winning. Do you get? PSG cleared everything. And you can't that's Dembele
that was
leading
was influential.
Yeah, so when you're looking at that, you can only play well or something. And this actually happened when even Messi, Ronaldo, and that's why you always say, "Oh, Messi is not meant to win it this year. This guy is meant to. Ronaldo is meant to win it. Ronaldo, like you need to look at the end of the day what they won in total, because I'm sure if it's total performance throughout the whole year, we can look at someone at Southampton or okay, Rice should be there. Rice should be in the conversation because he played well all season. But where did he lead his team? Like, can you get that? We need to
That's
look at
that
the
is
end of
100% the Saka argument. I wish Adoso was here to like every time Arsenal fans ask why people don't regard Saka as world class, that is the answer. You just answered it. Like, yeah, you're good and everything, but where did you lead your team to? Where did you lead your team to?
And that's why I'm happy. To be honest, I don't want Arsenal to win anything, but like I'm happy. Like I'm happy when I see even the opposition improving, because the whole league and everything, and there will be better games. The games will be more better and everything. Like I'm just a football fan at the end of the day. Although I support it, I want to see better games and all of that. At the end of the season, though, I want to show something that my team won, which is basically the point. But still, during the season, there's no trophy to be won at that point. But you want to see better football game, and like because sometimes I've watched the game and I'm like, oh, I have to go back and watch that game because it was just so good. So like, I want to see that. So now I'm happy for Saka that Saka has a striker and they can't be triple marking him because you said Cole Palmer, what happened to him? Because basically everyone knew playing was just give Kopama the ball, let him do this thing. If they're not letting the ball get Kopama or immediately gets the ball, 3 players are marking it.
Swarm.
What do you want this dude to do? Yeah, so that's why I'm happy that Arsenal actually go Gyökeres. I believe that then Saka can actually shine more because you can mark him, and there will be more chances and all of that for teams. So yeah, let's see how it goes.
We do have to bring this podcast to an end. Jesus, I forgot to have you guys predict this quickly, because we have to end. We're running out of time. Community Shield. Who's winning the Community Shield? Liverpool, CP.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
No surprises from CP, even with Eze and them, Dino and them.
Eze and who?
I'm sorry?
Eze and who? Eze goes to school. Liverpool.
All right, easy win for Liverpool. First trophy. We'll see how they do. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. As always, continue to love football. Subscribe on YouTube and on Instagram. We'll see how the season goes. We have a lot more to talk about this season, from Man's performance to Pep's performance, and we'll see how our predictions go. Thank you. Have a lovely rest of your day and the season.